Trends. Ever since we humans discovered how to walk and talk, trends have always been a part of our social lives, whether we've noticed it or not. From fancy jewellery to giant wigs and even cave paintings thousands and thousands of years ago, we've always looked at what others were doing and taken it for ourselves. For most of history, trends typically stuck to small groups, towns or regions even, up until around the 20th century with the explosion of communications and technology, introducing us to a wave of music culture, television, and the rise of arcade games.
Video games I used to play when I was younger. First thing that comes to mind for me would be Call of Duty and Grand Theft Auto.
Moshi Monsters. Movie Star Planet.
Things like Wii Sports and Wii Party, Just Dance.
I think they're just such like a unique experience. You know, you got films, you got TV, but games give you like a physical, just like immersive experience.
Ever since Pong hit the shelves, video games have drawn in many people worldwide. Video games were really attractive in the early days, as they allowed you to do things that a board game simply could not. Take Pac-Man for example. My friend here is playing Pac-Man on the TV, instead of on the Pac-Man board game I have placed on the table. He can fully control Pac-Man in the moment, allowing him to think on his feet rather than the latter in which he must plan his movements ahead. Video games didn't just replace board games, they expanded on what games could be. Video games have since become a social outlet, due to it being one of the most accessible hobbies to exist. Roughly 3 billion people worldwide play games every day. As more people gathered online, a new feeling started to grow. FOMO, or the fear of missing out, has become one of the biggest driving forces behind trends online. When millions of people are all talking about the same game, meme, or event, people naturally want to be involved. Nobody wants to feel left out of the conversation, and social media makes that feeling stronger than ever.
I think it's a popularity thing. People want to fit in and have the new latest thing that's going on so they can be involved in conversations.
Trends are more socially spreaded through the internet and stuff. Used to be kind of word of the mouth, like, oh, my friend's got this and so I want it too. And now it's like, oh, this really popular person on the internet has this and now I want it too.
Well, I think it's just the natural way it goes, you know, the saying, you know, going on the bandwagon is, you know, there for a reason. I think it is natural for people to kind of, well, copy each other to some degree. I'd say that's the main reason people follow trends. I've seen on social media then going, oh, I want that. Like, oh, I want to play that game.
Social media trends have 1000% influenced things. Definitely more so that I've bought, but definitely stuff that I've done as well.
I have played games before because someone else has. It's quite a massive social thing, really, where it's like, oh, all my friends are playing Call of Duty, and then, of course, you know, you want to join in.
Yeah, gaming's definitely a lot more social these days. For example, in stuff like Minecraft, you can create realms with multiple people, and some games have like chat features and video chats.
Social media has had the biggest push in trends we have ever seen in history. The digital world is run through engagement, and nothing engages you more than a good trend. Meme culture is a fantastic example of this. Memes and internet culture come and go, and they move on and they appear out of nowhere constantly. They often spark little micro movements within communities or across the entire internet. Take Vine for example. When Vine was trendy, there was an influx of what we call Vine humor. Vine is essentially TikTok, but a lot older, allowing users to post their own funny videos or just videos in general online. Since Vine, more and more social media platforms have taken its place. A massive example of that is TikTok.
My little brother absolutely loves like YouTube shorts and watching TikTok and stuff, but the boy will not sit through a movie at all. I mean, I've heard firsthand from people say that they can't sit through a full movie these days because they're so used to quick 20 to 60-second videos.
I think short film content has massively, you know, affected attention spans. I've got a friend of mine, whenever he has a shower, he's just there going for short film content, and it's interesting how go back 20 years, it wouldn't be the case, you know.
Social media has a big influence on trends. I think it's definitely for things like ads. Like if you're scrolling on TikTok, there's a lot of ads for new things to buy that everybody's buying lately.
Andy's coming, it was like a Toy Story thing. So people would say, Andy's coming, and then everyone would drop down on the floor and pretend to be a toy, you know, like that. And that was alongside like the mannequin challenge and stuff.
Eventually, we reached the dreaded 2020 COVID-19 lockdown. This sparked a massive push of online media. TikTok, YouTube Shorts, Instagram Reels became these huge staples of our communities.
Well, I think lockdown really affected my internet usage, given the sense that it was the main way I could socialise, really. You know, everyone was locked inside, and it was a case of like, if you want to socialise with people outside of your household, the only option really was the internet.
During lockdown, my internet usage skyrocketed.
I also find it hard now to sometimes sit through an entire movie without wanting to look at my phone or do something else.
Oftentimes in COVID-19, trends appeared and stayed for such a long time to then disappear as if it never existed, compared to modern day where trends appear and disappear within the span of a week. Take the 6-7 joke, in which that joke very quickly became satire, where people went from unironically saying it to be funny to ironically saying it to be funny, making fun of the people that do say it unironically. Meme culture moves on so fast nowadays, but in COVID-19 times, everything was stuck the same because we were all stuck inside our houses, stuck online. Personal time quickly became internet time. There was no real way to talk to people in person, so internet trends became some of people's only interaction with people.
I'd say gaming became my main way to socialise during COVID, just because it was all my friends were doing at the time. You know, instead of going down the club or a pub or whatever, it turned into just, oh, let's go hop on Call of Duty, get some kills, that kind of thing.
Yeah, I think the only way I ever talked to my friends during lockdown was through Instagram and Discord and Snapchat. Really, it's the only socialization I had with them.
COVID-19 also made things explode even more in popularity. Take chess, for example. Chess was trending ever since it was first created hundreds and hundreds of years ago. However, the fact that nobody could leave their houses meant that almost overnight chess became an internet sensation. We saw channels like Gotham Chess, we saw Hikaru Nakamura, Magnus Carlsen all erupt in popularity despite being famous years and years ago. Chess is still insanely popular these days, but it doesn't have that same cultural push it did back in COVID times. For all the good that trends can do, they're oftentimes bad for you. Take the many different dangerous internet trends that have cost people their lives oftentimes, or left them permanently scarred. The Tide Pod challenge, the NyQuil and raw chicken challenge, the salt and ice challenge. These are all things that have hurt or even killed some people, but they stay trending because people push them. However, trends aren't always bad. Those are bad examples, but communities are built from trends, and sometimes when something becomes trendy and disappears from the internet, it still keeps that staying power. Something can go viral overnight, very quickly, and before long, these little viralities can be sold in shops. I've seen Skibbity Toilet and AI Brain Rot sold in shops these days, starting from fancy jewellery, giant wigs, and cave paintings thousands and thousands of years ago. It is often weird how we managed to get here today. Thank you.